Hello everyone, I hope you're staying safe and healthy. We're delighted to be a part of the Oracle Analytics Summit Partner Spotlight series. We will show you how Eaglemoss have moved to Oracle Analytics Cloud through this presentation, which is OAC, the Lighthouse for Eaglemoss. For today's presentation, we have Abigail Giles-Haigh and myself, David Hearty. I'm the Analytics Success Manager at Vertice, and previously I was the lead BI on the world's first OAC implementation in 2017. Since then, I've helped a number of customers achieve success in their analytics investments. Abby is our Chief Data Science Officer. She's previously worked on data science projects at the NHS Business Services Authority and in a global top 5 bank. Abby now leads the Vertice Data Science team from our Newcastle office in the United Kingdom. Firstly, let me introduce who Vertice are. Vertice are an Oracle-only Platinum partner, and we've been operating in the Oracle community since 2010. So this year actually marks our 10-year anniversary providing Oracle expert services. As a company, we have a strong European presence with offices in Ireland, the United Kingdom, and Portugal. And these offices allow us to deliver and support award-winning cloud solutions to our customer base. We've won successive multiple Oracle Global Excellence Awards for our customer implementations on Oracle Cloud, and they cover analytics, data management, and data integration. In Ireland, we're recognised as the Oracle Ireland Partner of the Year 2018 and in 2019. And in March of this year, we picked up the Oracle Autonomous Database Partner of the Year UK and Ireland Award. As a partner company, we provide analytics across many verticals, looking at different subject areas such as financial KPIs, operational improvements, and as well as customer journeys. Today, we'd like to focus on one of our customers in particular, and that's Eaglemoss. Eaglemoss are a company who are starting out on their analytics journey, but already forging ahead through Oracle Analytics Cloud. We will take you through the Lighthouse Analytics project at Eaglemoss, from their business problem, their implementation in phase 1, and what the future of analytics will look like. In our first interaction with Eaglemoss, we needed to prove how Oracle Cloud could enable them on their analytics journey. More specifically, how a small number of central projects can form a lighthouse for other analytical projects, moving from Excel hell to analytics heaven. The analytics started off with governed or descriptive analytics, and this can serve hundreds or thousands of people across the global platform. With a single source of the truth and strong governance through release management, we see this being the first and most important step in any analytics projects. This forms the foundations that allow organizations to then build upon. Once you have strong governance in place, you will then find moving towards self-service or augmented analytics much more efficient. With the analytics foundations now in place, we could move into self-service analytics and do some predictive analysis, targeted at a smaller group of users who have the agility to respond to an ever-changing world. The goal at this stage is to have more users with more power, so becoming champions of the tool. This allows the business to lean on their own employees to answer business questions using the governed data provided. It also means that user adoption of the analytics tool will increase, as we now have more users who know how to use the tool and how to generate data-driven insights. Then once there's stronger governance and wider user adoption, we can look at moving towards augmented analytics with Eaglemoss. This is basically just enabling a specific group of people the ability to use machine learning to provide deeper insights into the data. So driving more business value by becoming a data-driven organization is where Eaglemoss want to be on this journey. And with the help of Vertice and Oracle Analytics, we're confident that we will get Eaglemoss to that point on the journey together. And now to give you some background about Eaglemoss. Eaglemoss were established in 1975. It's the world's leading partwork publisher and licensed collectible company, having produced, marketed, and distributed more than 150 collections in more than 30 markets across 5 continents and in 13 different languages. With offices in London, Paris, New York, Moscow, Sao Paulo, and Warsaw, their analytical solution needs to be dynamic and available to a diverse workforce. At the heart of Eaglemoss, they provide an online shop, which is the home of the very best movie, TV, comic book, baking, knitting, and gaming merchandise. And all of this can be found on one easy-to-use website that delivers goods straight to your door. So if you're a fan of Star Trek, Doctor Who, Batman, or Harry Potter, then Eaglemoss are the people to visit. And personally, I think this is a great time to get involved, as we're all spending a lot more time at home lately. So what are the ethos at Eaglemoss? At Eaglemoss, they believe that if it's not something that ignites your passion, then it's probably not something worth doing in the first place. And this approach to business drives everything they do, from researching, creating, and promoting in every market. They work closely with licensors and partners every step along the way to deliver products that consumers would be proud to own. To be more precise, they make things that reflect the things that people love. So if a starship from the third season of Star Trek is something that announces to the world your love for all things Trek, then they'll make it. If a statue of Wonder Woman ready for a battle inspires you to take on life's daily challenges, then they'll make it. Like all organizations that start off on an analytics journey, Eaglemoss identified the following business problem broken into these main components. Firstly, key customer data is stored across multiple regions in multiple data sources depending on the customer locations. Timely access to all of these sources was not available before Oracle was implemented. Eaglemoss also work with multiple data partners, and they're all using different formats to provide their data. So this caused data integrity issues on a monthly basis. So obviously an overhead in itself, ensuring that the data is accurate for reporting. Creating and sharing Excel reports from the reporting hubs was time consuming, and it wasn't providing the information that the business leaders wanted. And as you can imagine, there was plenty of room for human error, like most use cases we see using Excel for reporting and data consolidation. Eaglemoss could not get consolidated views of customer behavior from the silo data sources, as the technology was not in place to provide such a view at the time. And on top of that, the old data warehouse was unable to provide an acceptable query performance. And this was preventing the business from making proactive data-driven decisions. So if you take into consideration the time it was taking Eaglemoss to ensure the data was accurate and up to date, and then the time it took to create reports, then when the reports were created, the results weren't as expected. So the business need for a cloud analytics and data management solution was quite strong from the outset. And that is where Vertice and Oracle Analytics stepped in to help. Eaglemoss decided to take a phased approach to their analytics journey. In phase 1, 3 data sources which had key customer information were integrated into the new data warehouse on Oracle's autonomous data warehouse. The data came from a variety of data partners in flat files. Vertice worked alongside Eaglemoss to utilize Oracle Data Integrator on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure to load the data to ADW. An extract, load, and transform approach was adopted to enable additional data quality standardization to occur before the final physical data warehouse structure was produced. Even within this activity, Vertice and Eaglemoss were able to identify inconsistencies and work with the data partners to provide more consistent data for the future. Once the data warehouse was in place, the key deliverables of phase 1 was to provide consistent and accurate governed analytics through dashboards in OAC. And there were several dashboards built in OAC providing e-commerce retail-based insights. These covered customer transactions and subscriptions KPIs, something Eaglemoss could not accurately and timely provide with their previous solution. In addition, Vertice provided training on self-service analytics, enabling the business to add forecasting to their visualizations and administer users on the system, which helped increase user adoption. So that was everything that has been completed to date. Phase 1 was a quick implementation in Eaglemoss as they wanted to see immediate ROI from their analytics investment. After delivering phase 1, the business leaders were now confident that OAC and ADW can deliver the insights necessary to answer questions that will help grow their core business channels. I'll now let Abby talk through what the future looks like in Eaglemoss and how they will utilize the power of OAC and ADW to continue their analytics journey. So Abby, over to you.
Thanks, David. Now let's bring you up to date with where Eaglemoss are today and where they're going in the future. During COVID-19, Eaglemoss have been utilising the governed and self-service analytics while we help them plan phase 2 of the project. With the self-service analytics, they've been able to perform what-if analysis and move the business in the directions needed during the pandemic. Providing an agile environment which adapts as they adapt, they've been supporting user adoption with a large amount of the business moving from Excel to OAC. Through OAC workflow, they have started to integrate additional data to enable feedback to data providers where there are data quality issues. Additionally, they've enhanced their dashboards within the business and deployed additional insight where needed. The current architecture is a hybrid approach. with Oracle Analytics Cloud and ADW forming the central components. Data is integrated through Oracle Data Integrator on the Oracle Cloud. Additional data sources, still on-premise, will be fully integrated in the future. Analysts can utilize Zeppelin Notebook in ADW, and the citizen data scientists the opportunity to explore the data using OAC. The governed analytics are now providing accurate, timely information to the business, as well as alerting on KPIs that are not met. So the big question, how long did this all take? From signature to dashboard delivery, the business took only 35 days. By utilizing the ADW scaling, we were able to increase the power when required, enabling the ELT to run quickly and efficiently. The ADW enables them to have a simple administration rather than upskilling DBAs. OAC provide powerful visualization tools which have enabled Eaglemoss to have their first centralized dashboards, whilst also enabling additional data investigation through DB. Dynamic and versatile visualizations enable Eaglemoss to create picture-perfect dashboards for leaders within Eaglemoss. Now phase 1 is delivered, Eaglemoss have the people and the technology to enable them to provide value add to the business. Through OAC and ADW, the analytics journey is no longer about the technology, but more about enabling people to identify new actionable insight. They have already identified several areas where data will be utilized in the future, including customers, products, delivery, marketing, social media, and crucially, customer feedback. So why Oracle? Eaglemoss had previously gone down the analytics route, but found that the technology was slow, awkward, and still left them reaching for Excel. The main aspect that is not technology holding them back, but enabling them to push the business forward. The key features in OAC were the natural language generation to enable business reports at the touch of a button. Exploring new data with preparation and enrichment built in, enabling actionable insight to the business with domain experts, not just data scientists in a dark room. With ADW, the scalability enables fast load of historic data and scaling when the system isn't in high demand. The ADW is far more performant than their previous solution, as well as providing additional features. Overall, for Eaglemoss, the combination of OAC and ADW together is a powerful central component to their analytics journey. ADW does the lifting of the data through the ELT and data preparation ready for OAC. By combining the technology, Eaglemoss have a holistic platform for analytics. All of this providing global data to their people, moving away from technology solution to empowering people. Their next steps are moving towards augmented analytics and more of a data-driven organization. These projects will move Eaglemoss from self-service analytics to augmented analytics through machine learning. Discussions have already identified that they have a member of staff with some Python skills, and Vertice will support Eaglemoss to utilize Oracle machine learning within the ADW alongside Python. One of the first projects identified is the creation of a single customer view. With data coming in from different regions and sometimes different data partners, Eaglemoss will create a single customer view. This will enable the siloed data to be brought together to have a unique customer ID. This view of the world will enable them to analyze more closely the people, their behaviors, and the geographies of the customer base, enabling a variety of value add in operation efficiencies, marketing knowledge, and even customer success. The single customer view is best placed within the ADW, with the integration of even more data to enable Eaglemoss to become a data-driven organization. The diagram shows a summary of the new data to be brought into the data warehouse. Ultimately, with new data, the journey will continue, the business driving new KPIs, new areas, and to monitor and discover new insights to disseminate. Alongside this, Eaglemoss want to utilize day by day to enable the business to be truly global. All this change will be delivered through Oracle Cloud with a slightly updated architecture. OAC and ADW will remain central to the solution, but will now include Oracle Data Science. With Oracle Data Integrator, additional data sources can be included into the data warehouse over time, enabling a controlled growth and progression of the analytics journey. Securing the data within the cloud allows the expansion when required, as well as added security and ability to share projects across the globe. As the ADW and OAC remain core to the delivery of the analytics journey, the augmented analytics process have been designed to complement the people and the technology. Utilizing machine learning in OAC enables those with domain knowledge to apply augmented analytics and test hypotheses. By enabling continuous feedback from analysts, citizen data scientists, and managers, the augmented analytics within the database or data science platform can be delivered by an agile team within Eaglemoss. Integrating the data science to the data as it's brought into the data warehouse and continually growing the governed analytics available to the business. This really is an exciting new chapter for Eaglemoss. So our final word goes to Samuel from Eaglemoss. With OAC, we went from dark data to enlightened data in an easy manner, able today to understand better our customers, bring a better quality of service, and increase our sales. And a big thank you to Samuel's daughter who chose his picture for today's presentation. Well, that's a wrap. Thanks for having us as part of the Oracle Analytics Summit. Thanks to Oracle and Eaglemoss for allowing us to be part of their journey as they implement Oracle Analytics Cloud.